Discover Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa. Hey. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the best place to be. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the promised land. I discover Akwa Ibom, a peaceful people. So you are welcome to Akwa Ibom. Come on, come in.
When Governor Udom Emmanuel traversed the length and breadth of Akwa Ibom State, canvassing for votes to become governor, he was very clear in his vision for the state. He outlined a 5-point agenda of job creation, wealth creation, poverty alleviation, economic and political inclusion, as well as infrastructural consolidation and expansion. These 5 points were the foundation for realizing his dream of diversifying the economy of the state, which for a larger part of its 30 years of existence had been civil service oriented. His dream was to turn the state into an industrial hub with tourism and agriculture also given front burner attention. After his victory and on assumption of office, he swung into action by setting up a committee on foreign direct investment, a think tank of high-flying sons and daughters of the state who are guns in the corporate world. The mandate of the committee was to go to the ends of the earth and attract investments to the state to change the narrative from that of a civil service dominated state to an industrial hub.
Parents were actually called upon people to calculate our enjoyment together. Let's see how we can create a very parallel and stable economy for our state, and let it be a shining light to the whole world.
The investment drive has begun to yield dividends, and when Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo commissioned the Jubilee Syringe Manufacturing Company located in Ona local government area as part of activities to mark the 30th anniversary of the state on September 23, 2017, the world took notice as what was regarded as a joke by skeptics had suddenly become a reality.
To commission these landmark projects for Nigeria, we've noted that Nigeria today, with about 170 million people, consume on the average 6 billion syringes every year, and 100% of that imported into this country. So we made a bold step that syringe manufacturing is not rocket science. That once we can get people to believe in Nigeria, we can actually make do with a few other raw materials, and we can have syringes in highest quality ever. With our brothers, investors in Europe, who are standing quite close to you, they decided to make this 100% private investment. And when they started, of course, a whole lot of people were down. How come during recession, people can come to invest in Nigeria? How will they repatriate? I told you not a problem. We have a very strong economic team. We will look to making the environment of investors very promising. And that economic team is shared by you. That informed that when they completed this, and with the assurance that you are the chairman of the National Economic Council, that the investment is set, I promise them that I will appeal to you to come and commission this factory and also reset their hope and their confidence in Nigeria. And that's why we are here today. Initially, they will start with 400 million students, and within 6 months, we will upgrade it to 1 billion students. Our hope is that within the next 5 years, this should produce at least 4 billion or 6 billion produced by Nigeria. And we also hope that, as you hear, sir, that a one of the legendary items that we have in the next economic house will be issues that will protect not just the cement factory, but other consumables of medical, because other sensitive documents necessity we do have a lot of consumables in this country.
Even more in different businesses. So how is for the benefit of the people of Akwa Ibom, but more importantly for the benefit of all of the Nigerian people and to the glory of Almighty.
Amen.
The future of this country lies in Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom will lead Nigeria to the promised land. And that was why the first commissioned Nigerian Army officer was Wellington Bassey. Akwa Ibom has always been the first man to lead a country in the economic sphere. Dr. Clement Ison was from this place. And he was able to lead the Central Bank of Nigeria for 3 years without borrowing a penny or $1 in a war-torn economy, because he brought in strategies and innovations. So even in a period of recession, you've seen what His Excellency Governor Odo Emmanuel had been able to do by using his connections within the banking industry and the diaspora to attract investors to the state. And today, the state is now beginning to have an alternative. And we met about what has happened here, and I hope you all are, because the reality is that when God gives you an opportunity to preside over the affairs of people, you must leave them better than you met them.
The company, which has the capacity to produce 350 million high-quality syringes annually, making it the biggest in Africa, has begun test production. And the chairman of the company, Emir Kaya Bolongo, explains how the company operates.
We'll start gradually, of course. We'll start with one shift and slowly increase, making sure that the quality of our product is always up to standard. Neighboring countries are within our target. We have an employee we have several marketing employees that market in those countries, but as you can imagine, those countries have their own approval mechanisms. So we're going through the steps right now, and it will take some time. But for now, Nigeria is our focus anyway, within the first 6 months.
Discover Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa. Hey. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the best place to be. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the promised land. I discover Akwa Ibom, a peaceful people. So you are welcome to Akwa Ibom. Come on, I'm coming. I say a beautiful place. Oh, what a peaceful place. Say a beautiful people. Oh, what a beautiful place. Invest in Akwa Ibom. Come and invest. I say live in Akwa Ibom. Oh, I say come, walk, live and invest in Akwa Ibom. I say come, live, walk and invest in Akwa Ibom. This is the promised land. Come, walk and live and invest in Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa Ibom.
Machine is doing, we put the plunger here, we put the piston on the other side. They are coming together here. In this section, machine is assembling plunger and piston together and testing. Okay, this one part. Part production is coming from here.
For those who think that made in Nigerian products are inferior, the syringe manufactured from the factory competes favorably with any in the world.
Trade fair in Germany, and I compared the syringes that we make with all the European producers, Asian producers. There wasn't one syringe that came even close to the quality that we produce. So we'll break those chains in no time.
Federal state has an executive order number 3 to promote the Nigerian product. Also, Federal Ministry of Industry and the Industrialist of Syringes gathered. We had a meeting. We have a backward integrated policy for the syringe and medical device sector. After this month, the importation of syringes is not going to be very joyful. And our quality, Nigerian quality, is good. Not lesser than European quality. There is no problem with the quality, as my chairman said. And the federal government and state government is working how to promote the Nigerian product. I think we will not have that kind of problem. Akwa Ibom State, Onna local government area and our village. Next year, even the European hospitals will know where is our village.
Governor Udom Emmanuel has always said that industries will create jobs, wealth and build capacity. This has found expression in the operations of the factory, with about 90% of the workforce, some trained abroad, coming from the state. Many were trained in Turkey and many others are still undergoing training.
I really want to thank Jubilee Syringe Manufacturing Company for sending me outside this place. I went to Turkey, and all this experience is being gathered when I went to Turkey. I was trained on injection, different types of machines. That is why you can see all of us here, we can operate all the machines here. So here we do the printing here, and we do assembling here, and we equally do the packing here. And we have the machines we have here. We have the 2 mil, we have the 5 mil, and we have the 10 mil. We came back, that was June. So since June, we start working here, and up to this present moment. We are the one running the machines. So we are able to do everything on our own. And also we have the white expatriates equally to impact on more knowledge to guide us until when we get to that really standard. Comes to this a situation like this, people will have what to say. But I want to believe you guys are all witness to what is happening. You've seen the printing machine working, you've seen the assembly machine working, and equally the packing machine working. So I want to tell you that everybody viewing me today will know that this place is really working. So the world will now see, as you can see here, this is done by us. So this really proves, yes, this proves to the world that Jubilee Syringe is real and is working live in Akwa Ibom State. It wouldn't have been possible without me saying to my governor, well done, because it was him, that really motivated us, and being the person behind the ideas of this thing coming to be. And I want to say big thanks to my governor, His Excellency Deacon Gabriel Udom Emmanuel. I want to thank him so much. I say may God bless him and give him more wisdom.
I'm from Akwa Ibom, in case you don't know. Akwa Ibom,
Welcome to the new Akwa Ibom State. Today, through God's divine mandate, Akwa Ibom is blessed with Governor Udom Gabriel Emmanuel, who is committed to the industrialization of Akwa Ibom State, passionate in human capacity development and empowerment, creative in the area of agriculture, reliable in superior infrastructure, and focused on the Akwa Ibom project. Be part of the winning team. Come, let's build Akwa Ibom together.
The progress of this state lies in the unity and love we show to one another.
Discover Akwa Ibom. Discover Akwa. Hey. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the best place to be. Welcome to Akwa Ibom, the promised land. I discover Akwa Ibom, a peaceful people. So you are welcome. Akwa Ibom. Come on, I'm coming. I say a beautiful place. Oh, what a peaceful place. Say a beautiful people. Oh, what a beautiful place. Invest in Akwa Ibom. Come and invest. I said live in Akwa Ibom. Oh, I said come, walk, live and invest in Akwa Ibom. I said come, live, walk and invest in Akwa Ibom. This is the promised land. Come, walk and live and invest in Akwa Ibom.
I'm here as a quality control manager, and ever since I've joined Jubilee Syringe, I've seen tremendous change, trying to implement quality. What you've seen in the syringes has to do with so many qualities that is attached to it. It starts from the raw material testing, the in-process checks, and the finished goods testing. And it will impress you that this clean room is a 100,000 G-class type of clean room with HEPA filters, that even when you come in, you saw the procedures. You don't have to come in like that. You have to pass through some procedures. These are the things that are put in place for you to have a quality syringe. So I'm standing here to assure you that Jubilee Syringe is of quality, of international standard at anywhere, because the qualities and the parameters have been met at all times. Even the clean room where we stand, we check the parameters every day, and we see that the temperature, the humidity are constant. So that is what I have to say, that Jubilee Syringe is of quality when it comes to quality aspect of it.
We are producing 10 million barrel. This injection molding machine, Jubilee Syringe owner.
There are also opportunities for the locals to become suppliers and distributors. This industry is also expanding the economic and social frontiers of its host communities.
We do use local producers for some of our raw materials, for example, boxes. It needs to be improved. We're also working with factories close to here to supply one of our main raw materials, the polyethylene and polypropylene. So we're hoping to do that within this year. But so far, they haven't been able to produce medical grade, but we're working very closely with them to ensure that it is medical grade. We have development programs for the community. We have investment programs for the community that we've discussed many times, and we have very good relationships with them.
The next 1 year holds much promise for the company as it hopes to scale up operations.
68 people right now. When we're in production, we'll probably double that at least. 5 expats only, that's it. The rest are all local.
For any industry to operate successfully, access to roads is vital, and the state government has ensured that Jubilee Syringe manufacturing has no complaints. The State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Charles Udo, is thrilled at the prospect of the company and stresses that the naysayers have been put to shame as the governor has fulfilled his promises.
Important that we let people within the state and outside the state and even outside Nigeria to know that somewhere in some part of Akwa Ibom state there are some good things happening. And one of the good things happening is the fact that today in Akwa Ibom state we have Africa's largest syringe factory. Of course, there have been a lot of some skeptics who felt or thought it wasn't a reality. And then we thought that it's important that everybody could get to see firsthand what is happening, how it's being done, and then the fact that those syringes, those plungers, and everything that makes up the syringe is manufactured in Akwa Ibom state. The production line is managed by Akwa Ibomites, and so it's very instructive that we do this and then take to the world the good things that are happening in Akwa Ibom state. Now this is for distributors, and he outlined the kind of things, the requirements for you to become a distributor. So imagine if you become a distributor, you are automatically becoming an employer of labor, because you're going to have a chain of employees under your span of control. The larger part of 30 years of existence, the economy of Akwa Ibom state has been predominantly focused on civil service. We've always had this civil service orientation. So time has come for us to move beyond, diversify the economy of the state, and then ensure that enterprises, entrepreneurs, small and medium scale enterprises spring up, and then that way you can create employment. You can't create employment only in civil service, because there's only a limit to what you can do. So this is a massive opportunity to create wealth, to create employment for Akwa Ibomites within and without outside the company. The Akwa Ibom state government has done is to create an enabling environment to bring this industry here. And let me also say that it's instructive that in this time and this day and age when the perception about people from this country and some parts of Africa is not very, in some quarters is called to question. For you to find an investor who lives his part of the world, flies millions of thousands of kilometers to this part of Akwa Ibom state to invest, it shows one thing, that the government of Akwa Ibom state today has integrity, is accountable, and then it has earned the confidence of the public. Don't forget that this is how the Chinese economy began to evolve. Today, the Chinese economy is dominant because you have factories from all over the world going to site their industries, taking their businesses into the Chinese territory, and who benefits? The Chinese. That's the same model that we're preaching in Akwa Ibom state.
Recent data released by the National Bureau of Statistics listed Akwa Ibom as the state with the second highest inflow of foreign direct investment. As the Americans would say, you ain't seen nothing yet, as more industries are in the works. The Electric Digital Metering Solutions factory has started operations, while flour mill, coconut refinery, plastic manufacturing industry, bamboo processing among others will soon come on stream. These are the footprints of a visionary and focused leader who has the capacity and commitment to keep his word.
I'm from Akwa Ibom, in case you don't know. Akwa Ibom,
Welcome to the new Akwa Ibom state. Today, through God's divine mandate, Akwa Ibom is blessed with Governor Emmanuel, who is committed to the industrialization of Akwa Ibom state, passionate in human capacity development and empowerment, creative in the area of agriculture, reliable in superior infrastructure, and focused on the Akwa Ibom project. Be part of the winning team. Come, let's build Akwa Ibom together.
The progress of this thing lies in the unity and love we show to one another.